All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Redskins. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ready! Flip it, flip it, flip it! Blue lane! Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Let's go!
On 1st and 10, Winston. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going? You've got the ball. 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. We're going ready. Blue way. Watch Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tight go. No.
Now a give, right side. Drummond. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
He's coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the ready. 58, come on. Here we go, dude.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Check.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Winston. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Cook with a first down and much more. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play. An absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ready? White. Blue wing. 53. Line 53. Pick it up. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run on first down. Drummond. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 39, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
58 to Mike, 58. 58's Mike. Yeah. 58, boy, 58, Mike. Rip left. Let's go. 58 is Mike.
On third down, Murray looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This is taken around the 12.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try the left side. Conrad, and he lost the football. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw on second down. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? Back, put it back behind. Mike. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the out.
Third and long for Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Cook following the penalty, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second and 12, Winston eluding the pressure. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Watch Mike. You gonna nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Watch the edge.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Cooper's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a first down following a gain of 3. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And he's able to find Diggs. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Murray now, 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Murray now on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cleveland Farrell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Murray with a 3rd and long. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, Winston. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep rights. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This one caught by Ridley. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Gonna let one fly for right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Allen Robinson, 75 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Here's Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
first down. Drummond. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get started. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get the flag. 58, come on. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Echo. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Watch the let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 44, Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Ready, flag, what you got? Check 53, Mike. They're not ready for this, man.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
52 is the mic right here over there, right?
Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you. And you notice...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Winston again. He finds Robinson. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield, and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So, in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
On second down now, Conrad, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Santos with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Play action. Now it's Murray. Going deep for Diggs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Easy work, and it's coming again. At the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
1st down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Drummond. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. He can't hang. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook, 63 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Murray. Going deep for Diggs. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper, 38 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Here we go. 53, come on. 53, check. Here we go.
Jameis to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, Winston. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gay is on for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 27, Murray. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Murray. And Diggs has it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Cooper was the intended target. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
We got this. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
And the kings of the Super Bowl are the Washington Redskins. They win it, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.